start. Hello everybody, you are back with UKSG Winter 2022 and we are in the middle of our Sonic block. It is Sonic 3 Angel Island Revisited with your amazing runner here, Teeejj, with a couple of commentators, Huds601 and Cowboy Knuckles. So take it away, guys.
Oh, alright, okay. I'm Teeejj, and I've been running Sonic 3 Angel Island Revisited for a little while. I'll be doing the Knuckles and Tails glitched run. And my commentators with me, Cowboy Knuckles and Huds, good friends of mine. You guys ready?
Yeah, all good.
Alright, should we take it away? 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Right, I'll let you introduce the game, Huds, if you want.
Absolutely, yeah. So welcome everyone. This is Sonic 3 Angel Island Revisited, or Air for short. This is a fan-made remaster of Sonic 3 and Knuckles for the Sega Mega Drive, or the Genesis if you're from the other side of the pond. Teeejj here is running the Knuckles and Tails glitch category. This is one of the changes in this version of the game. We can play as Knuckles and Tails. You'll notice a few other changes as well, which some are kind of obvious, like the fact that the game is running in widescreen right now. We also have the ability to use in-game menuing to be able to skip cutscenes. We can restart from the last checkpoint. We can skip time bonuses, and various other little things that we will point out along the run. Because we are Knuckles, you'll see instantly we're taking a different route from what you may be used to in Sonic 3. We're taking the bottom path here towards the boss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Trolling me. I knew it was going to happen.
Strikes again.
I should have had a Tails troll count, honestly, just to see how much he's going to troll me on this run, because there's a lot of opportunity for it, trust me.
Yeah. So you can see there Teeejj skipping the time bonus and then restarting the act to reset all the cycles here. Now Teeejj is going to set up for a glitch. He's going to look down, he's going to jump, and that clips him inside of the wall. He's now going to do a very specific set of movements here to get Knuckles to effectively... Nice, yes, clip through the spikes all the way to the other side. He's now going to time a jump very carefully in order to come out into one of the tunnels later on. Perfect, well done Teeejj, really good.
There is a chance of soft blocking there, so it's a little bit scary, so nice one.
But getting that properly saves a cycle. So,
so
that's
you may...
like an extra, that's like an extra 4 seconds.
So yeah, you may hear us refer to cycles throughout this run. There's two kinds of cycles in Sonic games. You have screen-based cycles and you have global cycles. So anything that you see move on a repeating pattern up and down is a cycle. Some of them are only triggered when the object comes on screen, but other ones are triggered at the start of the level. That's why Teeejj reset at the beginning to reset those global cycles. He's now used the menu, exited out of the game, back into it to skip the cutscene. We are in Hydro Act 1. I'm not saying the full words, I'm not starting that today.
You just saw me do a super glide there. That's one of Knuckles' movement text that you could do. Oh, don't want to get caught in the hand there. That's one of Knuckles' movement texts that you could do. You bounce off, glide off objects, and it gives you like a lot of height.
Yeah, Knuckles has a really cool movement in this game. It makes him quite unique from the other characters. You can see he can glide, he can climb. He does have a lower jump height, which makes some things trickier. But yeah, he's really kind of fun to play, has good utility. And yeah, we'll use that to our advantage where we can.
Already into the boss area now. Teeejj going to try and get some early hits up on the boss. Sounds like you've got at least one there. So you're going to see him damage boost quite a lot. You're going to see him intentionally take damage, grab some rings for safety, because we get iframes when Teeejj does take damage. When Knuckles is flashing, they're invincibility frames. So the game's kind to you, gives you a second or two where you can't get hit again, and we can use that to damage boost and get those extra hits.
Yeah. Ideally, you want to get all 6 hits on that boss. Oh, why am I pausing there?
Off screen.
Off screen, but it's quite hard to do that because all your hits are off screen, so you can't see what you're doing. Alright, I get that first time.
Try.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
Right.
So yeah, there's a couple of glitches in this game. Well, there's quite a few glitches in this game. One of the ones that we're opting not to do, I should say, is FPR, the frame perfect reset. Mainly because Knuckles has far more interesting glitches if we don't do it, and seeing the same level repeated over and over again isn't always that fun. So we're not going to be doing it for this run because we want to show you as much of the game and the other glitches as possible. What Teeejj just did there was the wall clip. So using Tails, and gets the slide clip as well. Nice, Teeejj, rapid. So yeah, using Tails to clip into the wall and then being able to zip along and skip part of the level. It saves around about 20 to 25 seconds. You'll see that Knuckles breaks that wall there, and now we're going off into Knuckles' area, CBK.
Nice. Yeah. We're going to see, I think, a partner clip a few times in this run, and that's kind of where Tails comes in handy. So that's why we bring him along, because he can be helpful sometimes. So we're going to just jump here nicely to go over these spikes. Nice little area here, spin dash through, and coming up to the boss, which I think we're going to just do as Knuckles, because he can do it by himself pretty comfortably.
So I would use Tails assist here, but there's a danger of hitting the propeller. And that just adds way... Or there's just a danger of just Tails just trolling me anyway.
That's 2 for the count, by the way.
Yeah, that's 2 for the count. Tails, come here.
Yeah, Tails is incredibly useful in this speed run for the glitches, as you saw at the beginning of Hydro 2 there, but at other times can be an absolute nightmare to manage. For those who don't know, Tails' response basically is controlled by your input or a slight delay, plus a little bit of AI to kind of keep him near you. It can make him a bit of a nightmare, unfortunately. And yeah, being a real troll here to Teeejj. But there we go, there's the final hits on the boss.
Nice.
Thanks, Tails.
He's doing his best. The nice thing about this game as well is you can fast forward the cutscenes. I think there's a little cutscene here which we can... Oh, you're going to do that anyway. You can,
you can also just exit.
Yeah, you also just exit. But there are... I think you hold down the button that skips the cutscene as well, so it's pretty nice.
So this is where we're going to see one of our first major glitches this time. We are going to be skipping Marble Garden Act 2. So this is where Tails is incredibly useful. We cannot do this one without him. Teeejj is going to be taking a very specific route here. We need to go and grab a fire shield. That fire shield will protect us when we get to the boss area.
Tails, trolling me again. Thanks, Tails.
So this is one of the areas where having Knuckles' stunted jump height can be a little bit problematic, but there we go. So Teeejj needs to keep hold of this fire shield. He's going to spin dash onto this blue platform. That will deload the kill plane by the mud pits that's just here, which means we can fall straight through it. That saves around about 10 seconds. Now Teeejj is going to end up going to a very specific location because we're going to trigger our first instance here of the slope glitch. So Teeejj breaking the top of the pillar here and standing on the bottom one. Tails is going to go to the bottom and break the bottom one for us while we're still on the top. That triggers slope glitch, which means we can now do what we all love with Sonic games, which is ignoring walls and ground and floors and things like that.
Yeah.
So Teeejj is now going to go into what's known as the loop back area. So this is an area after the end of the level where it's just full of random bits of level with no objects or anything. He's going to run through the floor all the way to the bottom. If he times his jump correctly... So close, but he's got it. And in position, beautiful. Nice, Teeejj. So what's going on here? This is the Act 2 boss in Act 1. Yes, the Sonic 3 developers of the original game left the Act 2 boss data in Act 1. Many of these acts are kind of continuous things, and by doing this specific set of movements, going to this specific place, we can trigger the Act 2 boss. Teeejj now just needs to get in a very specific position here to be able to hit the capsule. And jumping onto Tails triggers the end of the level. That's Act 1 finish. Everything is completely normal. Because we have finished that boss triggers the sunset cutscene, which itself is the trigger to go to Carnival Knight Act 1. That's Act 2 skip. Nice going, Teeejj.
Let's go.
Alright, if you've got any donations, now's a good time because the next 2 levels are very short and very glitchless.
Alright, thank you very much. Yes, we got a $12.90 donation here from Broken Hyperlink. They say, Teeejj at UKSG! Good luck on the runs.
Linky.
We love you, Linky.
She's cool, people.
So yeah, as Teeejj alluded to, Carnival Knight Act 1 and 2 are, for the most part, well, they are, glitchless. But they're really quick levels. Knuckles has unique routes through these. And before you know it, already at the boss.
Yep, and I got the bat as well. Tails didn't troll me on the bat this time.
Yeah, nice little super glide on the bat. Okay, so we're going to manipulate this boss using the camera. So we ducked at the beginning, so the little spinning top sort of hits the top of the camera. Oh, there's a little miss there, but hopefully we'll get it. Normally you can get it to kind of loop. It's all good.
It's right, it's right. I'll just do it the other side. It's fine, it's fine.
We got it.
Improvise, adapt, overcome, you know. Easy game.
Yeah, you gotta quickly improvise if something goes wrong, which
Yeah.
Teeejj did nicely there.
Yep.
Yeah, but normally you can get the spinning top to sort of go in a loop to get the 4 hits in really quickly. Yeah, nicely saved there.
Sometimes that boss control you. So like if you hit it on too early of a frame, it won't extend, and just it can completely throw you off, which is annoying. It's something I have like a hyper fear of. Like just always hyper aware of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, sorry. Go on, Hutch, you go mate.
So yeah, Interact 2, this one's another glitchless level. We're taking a Knuckles-specific route here. This one's really, really quick. If done correctly, it can easily be done in under 50 seconds. So I'm going to jump into there, little spin dash all the way towards the end. Teeej's going to time a little jump just at the end here. We'll fall straight through both boxes. And to be honest, once we come up onto the capsule, that's the end of the level.
Yeah, no boss. Yay.
Yeah, no boss for Act 2 for Knuckles.
Yeah, I would say Carnival Knight's like quite a pointless level for Knuckles.
And like we said about a lot of Knuckles levels.
True, to be fair. Yeah, gonna be attempting another glitch in this level called Slope Glitch, if you want to explain that, Hutz.
Yep, so slope glitch, so another occurrence of what we saw in Marble Garden. Teeejj needs to be very careful not to break that wall because Knuckles can break straight through that, but we need that to trigger slope glitch. So you can see pause buffering here, he's going to run to the right, not quite getting it, that's okay, we can reset and try again. So what Teeejj is trying to do is time running off of that ice platform so that he runs off the end of it at the exact same time it hits the wall and disappears. In doing so, the game considers Knuckles standing on the wall as the object disappears, and that will trigger slope glitch. And in doing so, we can then run through the walls and basically skip the entire level. Nice.
Ooh, nice.
So he's going to jump again. He's going to hold left. 1, 2, 3. He's going to go into a roll, and then he's going to hold left. And now we're just zipping through the level. If he's got this correct, we can go all the way to the end and death walk to the boss. And this is looking good. That's looking very good.
Got it.
Ooh,
Beautiful. So yeah, the developer of Sonic 3 Air realised that we could basically skip, and glitchy boss by the way, we could skip all the way from Act 1 all the way into Act 2 and finish Ice Cap in the original game. So they actually put in a kill plane at the end of Act 1 to stop us doing that. However, you get far enough forward that the game considers you in the boss area, and thus when you die, it just respawns you in the boss area, so we can skip the whole level. It's great.
Here's a handy little trick.
It's pretty glitchless. Right,
Yeah.
it's not really. Yeah.
It's a fun level to do though. There's like a lot of movement in it.
Yeah.
It's just the trampolines, these can be trolly. Sometimes they just don't like to work.
Yeah.
Like you can like yeah, especially if Tails is involved. Like sometimes you could get serious height off them and they still won't bounce you. Just something left over from the original game.
We've got little penguins. Shout outs to Ben in Sweden. Little penguins.
Oh, penguin. So yeah, Teeej's now working his way up to the top. Going to use these catapults to get up as well. And then we're going to rejoin Sonic's path near the end as it happens. Another lovely little super glide, not quite making it, but still getting plenty of height, so it's only a single bounce on that catapult.
And you've got to kind of take it slow through here with Nux, because doing it optimally requires basically like a jump within like 2 frames. And it's basically impossible to do it cleanly.
Nice. Tails being helpful there. Very nice.
Thank you, Tails.
Nice.
That's 2-1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to count now. How many times is Tails helpful?
You know Tails is going to troll me and flying battery. You just know it.
Karma.
Always the way. So yeah, exiting out again, using that menu to go straight back into the game. This is launch base. And I need to ask T, are you going for the glitch or not?
I am, yeah.
Nice, cool.
You
So
won.
we're going to be attempting to skip launch base. This glitch is incredibly difficult. I will give T some time a second. Oh, first try.
Nice.
What a
Let's
pro.
go.
God, even I couldn't do that. Yeah, so what we've done is triggered slope glitch again by jumping out of that elevator. Frame perfect. We're now going to use Tails to get loads and loads of height here. We need it to gain momentum. That momentum will allow us to run into the ground through the wall. Knuckles will start to fall. Teeejj needs to catch him. He's caught in there. Now he's going to go down the slope. He needs to slow Knuckles down on a cue There's the Q. He's going to bring him up.
Oh, no.
Just a bit too early.
Yeah.
That's okay, we'll try again. This glitch is worth going for, even if you fail it 10, 15 times, because it basically allows you to skip all of Launch Base 1 with Knuckles. Launch Base 1 will take about 2.5, 3 minutes, whereas this glitch takes 20 seconds to try and 40 seconds overall to perform. Plus it looks cool.
It does look cool, yeah.
does.
Just jumped a frame early there.
Yeah, it usually takes a few tries.
Yeah, that was so close though. It's really tricky at the end. So it's a 3-part kind of movement. The frame perfect jump out of this elevator at the beginning. That is actually caused by the developer of Sonic 3 Eukaryote trying to fix a glitch from the original game and in turn making it a little bit more broken, which we love. Once you've done that, it's then running through the ground, and then normally the third part will be defeating both the bosses when you're Sonic, but in Knuckles' case, he has to do both anyway.
He does, yeah.
You got this, Teeejj.
So yeah, you have to enter that lift when it's at the very bottom of its cycle, which means you can immediately jump out at the end. Hey, nice. So yeah, you can tell we have slope glitch because Knuckles thinks he's balancing on the edge or something even when he's not.
Come on, Tails.
I'll give Teeejj some time.
Oh.
Oh, not far enough.
Yeah, he didn't drop down.
That's right. We've got a reasonably generous estimate here, so it's not a problem.
It's all good, it's all good.
While we're trying this one, Jack, if you've got any messages, now would be a great time.
Oh, pushed the wrong button there. Alright, thank you very much. Yes, we lost the face there for a second. Let's go back. We would also like to thank ESG for supporting this marathon. They hold bi-monthly gatherings in the Netherlands. They have supported UKSG from the beginning by spreading the word and providing us with a channel to stream on in past sessions, among other things. Their next event is coming soon, and is streamed on this very channel, so you won't need to go very far to watch it.
Let's go.
Thank you very much. And yes, we got it that time. Beautiful, nice one, Teeejj.
Regain some composure there. Can you tell the nerves are getting the better of me a little bit?
You're doing awesome, Teeejj.
You're doing amazingly well. Don't you worry. So yeah, Knuckles gets to fight 2 of these bosses. Knuckles is hard mode in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So yeah, we get 2 of these bosses, which makes it a little bit trickier. Unfortunately, it means we can't skip Act 2.
No.
That's only something available to Sonic and to Tails. But Act 2 is awesome anyway.
Yeah, it's a fun level.
Act 2, right. So the movement in Act 2 is really fun to do.
BDK, I'll let you talk through this one.
Yeah, sure. So Launch Base 2. So as Teeejj said, I think it's one of Teejj's favourite levels actually.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a really fun level. You see a lot of like nice slopes, just nice movement going through. Yeah, no glitches here. Just some good old movement with Knuckles. He has quite specific movement, as I mentioned. So once you master that, like it's really nice to use Knuckles. He can sort of glide and then drop and then immediately spin dash. So you can basically just stop immediately and continue moving, so it's super nice to play. I'll just get the button here, so you can see here we're going to drop on the slope and then spin dash immediately, and that's really nice and handy to keep our momentum up.
Hopefully I don't get sub-pixels.
Yay, no sub-pixels. Yeah. Sub-pixels are of course a problem, as you'll hear a lot of speedrunners and Sonic speedrunners mention. We didn't get sub-pixel there, so that's really nice.
Always blame sub-pixels.
Yeah, blame everything on sub-pixels.
Blame Tails, blame sub-pixels.
Yeah.
Simple.
It's never our fault. Yeah, moving nicely through the water. Nice little corner cut there, just gliding to cut the corner, save a little bit of time. And then we're going to be approaching the boss in sub-pixels there. No.
It has to happen sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's be honest.
We're approaching the boss.
And 69 rings. Nice.
Nice.
Unfortunately, we're probably going to lose him in a second.
As he comes down on the right. Oh, he hasn't.
Yeah, we will.
So,
damage boost here.
Yeah. So we need to take damage boost to get hits on him, basically. There we are.
Nice. That's the first
Because we don't
phase.
have like insta shield or anything to work with, like Sonic does.
And then we've got the big arms himself.
Alright, so in base S3K, Big Arms was removed for Sonic and put in as a boss. for Knuckles. In the options for this, there is an option to turn back on big arms for Sonic, which is one of the requirements for the leaderboards for Sonic 3 Air.
Yeah, which is nice because that has really good music on the Sonic one. Yeah.
Right, and I'm going to try and anticipate where he's going to fly up.
Ooh.
So I could get another hit there.
Nice.
But it does involve taking more damage.
Still got some rings, it's all good.
And we're done with that. And I'm now going to be going on to, after getting the capsule here with Tails, my favourite half of the game, which is the Sonic and Knuckles half.
Yeah.
Nice. I would say 234 is a really decent time for that level. Nice.
Mushroom
Yeah.
Hill.
Alright, so Mushroom Hill. This is basically as movement techy as it gets for Nux. I probably could have glided straight onto the mushroom there, but I just didn't want to risk it.
Nice super glide there.
So yeah, you'll see Nux's movement through this stage. It's basically as optimal as it gets as far as a Nux level goes. There's a lot of super gliding. There's a lot of normal gliding. There's, you know, just precise jumps.
Oh, that's so clean.
Yeah. Yeah, Mushroom Hill is one of those levels that can go wrong really easily. Like, I find it one of the trickiest to get really well because of all the movement you have to optimize.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly when you're playing the original Sonic and Knuckles, where this is your first level, they basically give you the hardest level first.
Yep.
As Teeejj knows from having commentated my runs on that, it never goes right in a marathon, but Teeejj has just shown you guys exactly how to execute that level to perfection.
Very nice.
There is a slightly quicker route that you could take through that level, but it seems to be a bit more difficult to do on S3, and I'm still trying to science as to why that is. But it's something I am working on.
Right, into Act 2, you're going to see some more really nice movement. Lovely little glide cancel there, just to fall straight to the bottom. Turn around, stop, more glide cancelling. Yeah, so the benefit, as CVK said earlier, when you glide cancel, you can immediately go into a spin dash with Knuckles, so it's really beneficial to us when we want to spin dash to just quickly jump and glide cancel, because then we can just, you know, straight into a spin dash and off we go. Bit of subpixeling there, but that's okay. And then off to the end, and then the level just kind of plays itself from here for the most part.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, like literally, you do a couple of loop jumps here, so you just do this one here, and then this one here, just to gain a bit more speed. And then spin dash off of him. Oh! Hello. I think I got blown. There we are.
Oh, there you go.
And then this is
also noticed sorry, you gonna mention the quick climb?
No, I was going to quickly mention, this is my... Oh, lovely loop jump. This is my favourite boss to do with Knuckles.
Oh, the quick kill, you're gonna get it.
It's, once you understand how to get inside the boss, it's like the easiest thing to do, and it feels so great when you do it.
Nice.
I failed that there, and Tails just got the hit for me. What a bro.
Oh, let's go. Nice quick kill.
Right, into Flying Battery 1, and we are going to see a couple more glitches here, including one that I believe you're going to go for this one, Teeejj. Nacho the Adventurer discovered, and Teeejj managed to lab this to get this reasonably reliable. So you're going to see Teeejj fast climb all the way up to the top here. He's going to grab the invincibility. We need that because we're going to come down to the bottom. We're going to despawn the platform by moving it off screen. We're going to climb back up, and Teeejj needs to clip into the wall here at a very specific moment. That looks good to me. He's going to hold left.
Didn't quite clip in. It's fine because
I thought you had that then, but that's okay because we're going to grab the checkpoint here. It's going to reset our cycles, and we're going to do a partner clip instead. So we're going to get Tails flying. We're going to look up to move the camera upwards, and then we're going to jump onto Tails at the bottom of his cycle, and then we clip into the wall for
and I didn't
reasons.
get trolled.
Hey! Now Teeejj needs to be very careful not to fall to his death here.
Yeah, bottomless pits everywhere here.
Yeah, beautiful. So yeah, when objects are not on screen, their hitboxes basically don't exist, even though the object still does. Which means when we move the camera up, like Teeejj just did, when Tails drops us down, we end up in inside the object, when it comes back on screen, the hitbox suddenly exists, and we end up inside it. The game has to do something with us, so it pushes us to the side. It pushes us out of the object. That clips us into the wall, and that allows us to do the partner clip. But yeah, Nacho discovered a way where you can, after the first clip, get enough momentum to clip straight through into the second wall, and that's what Teeejj was attempting. And like I say, Teeejj has managed to lab that to get it about 90% accurate, but it requires getting that first platform clip right at the beginning pretty much pixel perfect, which is very, very difficult.
Yeah, I'm still yet to figure out like how many frames to hold left for that zip, because it's only a very small amount of frames, because you hold left for too long and it kills your momentum on the zip. So trying to figure out like where the zip starts and then when to let go of left is proving a little bit challenging at the minute. Alright,
So we've seen at the boss there that Teeejj enabled slope glitch again. The boss counts as an object, so if you're still on him when he disappears, you get slope glitch. It really is that simple. So we're going to use Tails to fly us up to the top here in an attempt to get into the wall and basically run through the entire level. So I'll give Teeejj some concentration time here. Okay, that's the first part done. This should be relatively safe now. So yeah, we can clip into the wall with that slope glitch. It moves us to the top. We're actually on top of the level right now. And Teeejj just needs to maintain Knuckles' momentum. Not too fast, not too slow. So he's tapping back about every second right now, just to slow Knuckles down to make sure that he doesn't start falling through the level. When you're in that state with that slope glitch, the faster you go, the more you fall. The slower you go, the more you climb. Yeah. But you can see here, we're already at the boss area now. We're waiting for the platform to come and join us. You can see the beautiful clouds in the background. Nothing wrong with them whatsoever.
Space.
Oh yeah, also, sadly, we don't get space, but otherwise...
Shouts to Alice, by the way. Alice is not only me.
Yeah. Queen of Knuckles running. So Knuckles gets a slightly harder boss here, and he's going to be attempting a damage boost strat. That's good.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
Just want to say, it's harder on air to do that. So in S3 Air, they increased, for Knuckles only, that boss's movement speed. And it makes it like a little bit harder to learn to do that. Alright, I'll let Huds talk about this level.
I wonder why. This is Sando 1. Knuckles has a unique route. All the characters have a unique route through here. We're going to take the top route, and this level is entirely cycle-based. It's super important with the cycles. Nice little skip there. We're going for the early cycle for the first set of blocks, which is just here. Made it through. Beautiful. That's the early cycle. So yeah, this level has loads of blocks that will stop your progress as you go through. So it's really important that we maintain our momentum so that we can get through those blocks with the optimal time. Just missing that one. Knuckles can't quite jump over that, but that's okay. We're still on really good time here. Going to go down the bottom. We're going to hit that spring. Up to the top. Little glide. This is really good time right now. And then, yeah, we're going to go across here, round the loop, all the way to the top. Hopefully not get subpixeled. Nope, no subpixels there, which is nice. Through that block cycle. And we're pretty much safe all the way to the end here. We're going to head down to the bottom. And, yeah, we will make the 104 cycle. Beautiful, really nice. And here's the fast forwarding that we can now do, so we can save 7 seconds there on the pyramid cutscene by fast forwarding it. And now we have the Guardian boss. This one's a bit of an auto scroll. We're just going to hit him into the sand. So Jack, if you've got any messages, you've got about 20 seconds.
All right, yes, thank you very much. We've got a quick $10 donation here from the DM Panda. This is my apology to Jack for not being there to mercy kill him later. Good luck to all the runners, and congrats on another amazing event. Yes, I'm afraid one of our hosts has fallen a bit ill.
Oh no.
Will be replaced later on. But we still got a lot funny UKSG for you guys, so keep on watching.
I hope they get better soon.
Yeah.
Alright, so going to be doing Sando 2. We could do frame perfect reset on this, but that's not as fun. I'm going to be going for loop clip. Something I recently learned. Shouts to Yandis, by the way, who taught me a setup for this to make it a little easier.
Yeah, the loop clip is the bane of the Sonic 3 Air and S3K speedrunners. Yeah, I mean, it's just a pain in the backside.
Yeah.
Is the only way to put it.
Sometimes it'll work first time, and then other times it'll take like 10 attempts.
It's a bane of our existence.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a little clip through the grind here. Just hold left and you fall through the grind. Nice and easy. That skips a bit of a level. But yeah, loop clip. So we're going to use one of the upcoming loops just here. We're going to clip into the wall. And by clipping into the wall... Oh, nearly. So yeah, what we're trying to do, there's a path swapper here on this loop. You can see we go around it twice normally. What we're trying to do is move into the wall just like that. On the exact moment that we're inside that path swapper, where we're not in the front or the back, and it allows us just to clip straight into the wall. And yeah, we've just skipped like half the level. Just like that.
Very nice.
Yeah, I cannot emphasize how much, like, when you're first learning it, I cannot emphasize enough how much of a pain in the posterior that loop clip is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have history with that one at UKSG.
Yeah, I remember.
I remember that.
So yeah,
Oh,
just getting caught by the spikes, that's a shame.
Oh, that's scary.
narrowly avoided a crushing there. That was close. That was close. So even if objects are off screen, they're unloaded from memory. So even if there's no gap technically for you to fall through, you can still get crushed just by a very way of the game loading in the objects too late.
Yeah,
Sonic's route here. Nice.
yeah, it'll load the object in after you're already inside it, and if it's up against the wall, for that particular one, you won't end up inside the wall. It will just crush you. Really nice. Really cool little boss strat here. We're going to be gliding into the boss just to get the hits. Look at that, 2-cycle, perfect.
Nice.
This actually, apart from launch base, has been a pretty good run so far.
It has. It's really
Yeah.
good.
Really nice one.
Launch base was an absolute travesty, but we'll forget about that.
That wasn't that bad.
Alright, okay, so with Lava Reef, I've got to take Sonic's route here. And you'll see why. But it means I have to glide over this enemy. I'm not going to spoil anything for those who don't know. You'll
It is
just have to
interesting.
wait
For
and
anyone
see.
who's ever played this level as Knuckles, you can go into Sonic's route, which is where we now are.
Yep. Just wait
It's
out
an
that lava
intended
cycle.
mechanic.
Like, you'll see that this route is not actually made for Nux, technically speaking, even though Nux can do it, because there's a lot of finicky areas that for Nux's jump height just doesn't really work that well. I've got to wait him out. Probably a bit low.
You've got to get the right height here.
Yeah, I'm just going to wind that back down.
Yeah, so what Teeejj is doing here is just setting this up for a wall clip. So we're going to end up on the platform and then just spin dash through the wall. Beautiful. That skips a good sort of 15-20 seconds of the level, probably about 15 seconds. And because we have tails, we're going to be doing another glitch.
Alright, so yeah, Tails come here. Alright, so basically we're going to get Tails to grab us. And then we're going to wait for the lava to reach the peak of its cycle and then press right. And then what that does is drops us down. And then we just press left a couple of times, and then left again, and then boom. We're back in Nux's area.
Beautiful.
And you're probably thinking, what is the point of that when you could have done Nux's route? And that would have saved a bit of time. And you'll see why that is.
Yeah, so it would have been quicker just to stay in Knuckles' area, but we are setting up for a glitch. And yeah, I'm not going to spoil it until we get there, but I want you guys to keep an eye out on the background of the game. When we head down into the boss area, just have a little look for the background. You'll notice something that's a bit with it. Right here.
Yeah, does that look missing something there?
Something normal. You're fine.
Totally normal, there's just no background. So yeah, what we've done is we've set up a kind of a level skip glitch. When Teeejj finishes this boss, it won't lock the screen in place, so the only way we can go is towards Act 2. We'll be able to go back into Act 1. And in doing so, it also resets all the checkpoints, which means that checkpoint right before the boss that we got, we can technically get that one again. But the game still thinks we're in Act 2, which means we can reset this boss and play it again
Yep.
as part of our Act 2, and it counts as us completing Act 2.
So we don't want to play Act 2. We just want to just head to the left like this, restart checkpoint, and then, oh, look at this.
Yay, boss again.
So yeah, we've already seen this boss, so Jack, if you want to read any more messages, you got 30 seconds.
Oh, thank you. Well, guys, do you want to get updates for when our marathons go live and when your favorite runs are coming up? Then follow us on Twitter at UKSG Marathon. Also, if you use the hashtag UKSG Winter hashtag UKSG Winter 22, you may be featured on stream.
Beautiful. Thank you very much for that, Jack. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame we don't get to see Lava Reef Act 2, because Act 2 for Knuckles is a brilliant level, but this is the glitch speedrun, and that means we need to go fast.
Right, so we need to go back to... Oh. And then... Oh, I'm not getting juice time.
Oh,
No juice!
Oh,
How could you betray us?
definitely not getting juice time now.
No.
So here we go into Sky Sanctuary. That was Hidden Palace, by the way, over and done. But yeah, here we are in Sky Sanctuary. For this, it's just a boss for Knuckles. We've got Mecha Sonic here.
There is some RNG involved in this boss. So
Good
here,
RNG so far. This is what we want.
yeah, good so far. Yeah,
We want him facing... Oh,
still good.
okay.
Still good.
I don't
Yeah.
want to hit the back of his head like that.
That's what we don't want. But that's all good. And then there's gonna be a second phase.
And then we're going to see how many swoops we get.
Yep. So more RNG in this section.
I do
So we want him
bel-
to shoot lasers.
Yeah, so I do believe, like, how many swoops he does is based on console on time. So we shouldn't actually get any,
Nice.
because
Good
this
so
is
far.
the first run of, like, being the console, quote-unquote, being on.
So heads up, the tech time will be coming up shortly. No swoops. Beautiful.
Hey.
And the final hit here. That's
Nice.
really nice. Time is going to be on the white fade out. I'll let Teeejj call it.
And... time.
GG.
GG.
I got 36.29 by my...
Nice.
So,
That's fun.
30 seconds of an estimate. I came with an estimate. That's all I wanted.
Hey!
That's awesome. That's a
Yeah.
really good run. Really good run.
Have you guys got any shout-outs before I do mine?
I just want to say a huge thank you for having me along to commentate your first marathon run. Congratulations on coming in under estimate, my friend. You've done an amazing job. That was a fantastic showcase of the game. And yeah, go follow this man. If you're not following him, go follow him. He's an absolute gentleman, a scholar, and a wonderful bloke.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, shout outs to you, Teeejj, thanks for teaching me a lot of Knuckles stuff, and yeah, been awesome. Shout outs to the Nux gang and everyone. Lovely guys.
Okay, before I do my shout-outs, I just want to say that, like, thanks to UKSG for having me, especially because of the cause they are raising money for at the moment, Crisis, a bit close to my heart, as someone who's gone through homelessness. It's an extremely good charity, so definitely get your donations in for that. And I just want to say a huge shout-out to my commentators, Huds and Cowboy Knuckles, like basically my best of friends in this community. I'll shout out to the rest of the Huds Discord and the lads in jail chat as well. So Jimmy, RPG, Ben, there's just too many people to name, you all know who you are. But yeah, it's been awesome. Thanks for having me.
All right, thank you very much, Teeejj. Yes, that has been Teeejj.